It's the New Yorker podcast talking about New York.
It's a podcast about everything New York. If you're new to the city, we'd love to give you a guide. We're sitting in a classic New York apartment.
Yeah, real small in here. But, the rent's only like $3,000.
The rent's only $3,000, and I got everything I need. I got a microwave. In New York, we know how to make do. And a lot of people say, Cooper, that's a Holiday Inn. You're spending exorbitant amounts of money to live in New York. You need to get an apartment. But everybody knows that New York is known for having the greatest hotels in the world.
Greatest everything.
The greatest everything,
It's a Chinese-owned hotel.
It's a tenement hotel we're staying in, me and a lot of immigrants. And, every day I wake up, I go down, I get a dumpling, egg, fried cheese, and bagel croissant. I get a bug
pizza.
With
pizza, coffee.
I get pizza with coffee poured all over it and bugs smeared on the crust.
Because it's New York. We're New Yorkers, It's just we're built different. We're tough.
There's
a lot of people here, so you gotta be tough because there's so many people.
You gotta be tough because every person you walk by has a story or some kind of bullshit.
It's Manhattan. We all got stories here.
Everybody's got stories, and there's a lot of money in the city, and
Wall Street.
You can't forget.
Can't forget in the 5 boroughs. But we pretend like there's only 4. Realistically, we pretend like there's only 3.
Real New Yorkers know that there's actually 15 boroughs.
New Jersey's a borough.
New Jersey, Virginia, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, California, Oregon,
Los Angeles,
Portland, Oregon, Des Moines, Iowa,
all of China,
Beirut, and unfortunately, we're fighting with another borough.
R.I.P. Iran.
Nah, they're strong. I don't know.
I don't know how to feel about the Ayatollah, but I will say this. Iranians that move to America, I feel like they kind of seem like the same type of thing as when Cubans moved to America.
I'm glad you said that. I've been thinking the exact same thing. I've literally been thinking the exact same thing, where everybody's like, actually, he sucks and we hate him. And I'm like, I'm sure he's not perfect.
Nobody's perfect, dude.
So true. Oh
just
my
a New Yorker saying, nobody's nerfed.
We need to post a picture of Ayatollah Khomeini with the caption, "Nobody's nerfed." Don't judge before you know a guy. But yeah, I don't know if it's the same as he killed all the slave. I think he did a lot of bad stuff, but I will say the Iranians that are fully in support of U.S. intervention seem to be people that are buying U.S. war propaganda.
That's kind of seems to be what it is,
and you can't do that because I think the Ayatollah.
Look at what we did, what us in Israel did. It's awesome. We're in New York. We love Israel.
We're in New York. We love Israel. It's Muslim as hell out here.
Muslim as hell?
New York is way more Muslim than L.A. in a good way. In
a great way.
I was at a show last night in Brooklyn, and everybody was like, "You guys doing Ramadan?" And then half the crowd clapped. If you were in LA and you were like, anybody doing Ramadan, you'd have to...
Somebody cough disrespectfully.
Yeah, somebody would cough disrespectfully and be like, I don't know.
Because they're nice, but they're not kind. They're nice, but they ain't kind.
Yeah, I like to walk down the street in New York and be like, everybody here, they ain't nice, but they're kind. And then everybody goes, I agree. Hey, I agree. I agree so much.
And you hear a guy being like, I'm Jewish over here. And it's just New York, so we're fine with the Jews.
Based on the conversations I'm hearing in a cafe yesterday, the women of New York are very sad. I was just listening to a lady talk to her guy friend yesterday, and she was like, all I do is play bridge and learn Italian. I haven't been on a date. It's really fun. I cried about it this morning, but it's really fun. And then a guy's girlfriend showed up, and she was like, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. He was like, it's all right. And then she just started crying in the cafe.
The guy's girlfriend?
Yeah. And,
boy.
But I think they're new to dating because they were talking about board games and shit that
How old do you think they were?
They're around our age. They were 20s.
That's crazy.
And she cried, and not a big cry, but a cry. You know, I think she was stressed and she felt bad about being late. And she talked about going to a poetry reading. That was a funny poetry reading because she's a writer and she didn't like the poetry reading. And then she was talking about, you know, how you have to tend your garden. And I was like, man, I don't think this lady's much of a writer. And then her boyfriend was some guy that works in editing, but he talked about doing some writing and that sounded shitty too. And I was like, man.
What did they look like?
I didn't look at him.
Oh, you didn't look at him. You don't have to.
I don't really look at people at all.
Oh, that's cool.
I learned.
I look too much.
They were right next to me. We were at like a bar almost. It was like a counter of writing. So if I looked, I'd have to do
They
it.
looked at you and they thought, this fucking weirdo isn't saying a damn thing about his anxiety. This guy's not saying anything about how nervous he is to be around people.
No.
In New York, we're nervous.
I was writing maxing in the cafe. I was right mogging everybody. Everybody was coming in there, working for 30 minutes, closing their laptop. I was writing the whole way through. Sending some text to you, but other than that, just writing, just right mogging.
Just getting it.
Just creative mogging everybody, pretty much just showing them what it looks like to actually lock in, having some diarrhea in the bathroom like a writer.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a kind of bathroom where it felt like diarrhea would ruin the vibe, and I like having diarrhea in nice coffee shops.
It is very fun. Yeah, you know, when you have like a bad shit and you're like, ooh, I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah, you have a bad shit, and then like all the graffiti on the walls is just like about like communism or something. And you're
yeah.
Like, but it's like the gay kind of communism graffiti. It's like the in your joke where you talk about how you can tell a neighborhood's changing when it goes from, you know,
being funny to being
sobering political statement. It was a lot of that.
Yeah,
It was a lot of that on the walls.
It feels like this might be the capital of that.
Yeah, I mean I thought LA was like number one place for people to come and like switch up on their day ones and reinvent themselves, but New York is just a lot of people talking about what it means to live in the city, which is like even gayer.
Oh, that sucks.
Because it is an amazing city, but if you talk about it, I think it makes it suck.
Well, yeah, nobody in LA talks about the city like it's awesome. No, like it sucks.
I kind of like LA because, I don't know, it seems like everything people say about New York kind of happens in LA, where people are like, it's a really tough city, people aren't nice, nobody's excited. That's LA.
Yeah.
That's what happens in LA. Everybody's like, it's really awful here.
We're New Yorkers. We hate it.
But we're New Yorkers, and I guess you have to order food faster here, and that's what makes the city amazing.
You're walking too slow.
Yeah.
You're fucking this disabled bitch fucking walking too slow.
You gotta like walk good, I guess. And I'm trying to figure that part out. But you can yell.
I figured this out earlier today because I woke up at 6:30 and I decided to watch a movie. And I didn't ever have this realization about myself until I was in a tiny apartment and couldn't make any noise. I'm totally a don't go in there type of movie watcher. I'm just like, I'm watching the movie alone, just being like, oh shit. I audibly went oh shit and then realized I was being too loud. And I'm like, oh, I do this at home.
Yeah.
I'm like the worst type of movie watcher.
Well, there's a lot of groups of people in America who like to watch movies like that.
Shane?
And those people are amazing members of our society.
Hey, you made it a racial thing. I wasn't. I was just explaining how I watch movies.
I know I made it. I chose to.
Yeah, and I chose to not. And I chose to just say that I'm one of those types of people.
I do love to imagine that the person you're staying with is asleep at 6 a.m. and they just hear you just being like, whoa, no.
I something like that did happen because they were pulling a guy's guts out, and it was like, I was like, whoa.
Damn.
And it's not like I'm grossed out, you know? It's not like I'm like, I can't handle this. It's just like, whoa, shit.
But you have an inner monologue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not like a think out loud kind of guy.
I'm just enjoying the movie.
You're enjoying it, yeah.
Yeah. It's like when we went to go see that one movie, and I was laughing so hard and enjoying it so much.
Right. I like to, sometimes when I'm watching a movie, I do like to silently make comments to myself.
Yeah.
Or I'm watching a movie and I'm like, well, what did you think was going to happen?
Ooh, I love doing that too. Like acting like you smarter than the characters and shit.
Yeah. Because you kind of know you're wrong, but it's fun.
Be like, I'd probably do that, but worse.
Well, you just get to be right because the movie already told you what's on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
So you're like, look at this fucking fool.
Movies are all about making you feel smarter than people.
That's really what it's all about.
Everything should be that way.
Everything should be that way all the time.
Yeah, you should always be thinking about how superior you are to others.
I think we should just be Wall Street guys.
We could go up to, where is Wall Street? Is it nearby?
Can't be far. We're in Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, so that's where, so it's probably pretty close. Honestly, if you, this might be the last episode of our podcast once we get into like, you know, whatever they do over there, shorting.
Well, we'll
start shorting stuff.
It might become a finance podcast. We might short this podcast.
That's a great idea. It's not going anywhere.
I've just been walking around in a suit just saying to anybody, to homeless people on the street, I go, everybody's either buying or selling, and that's a fact. and the homeless guy's like, I believe you.
Abu Gadu.
Abogado. That's true.
Damn, that's real.
That is true.
But by the way, we have a headlining show coming up next week at Dangerfields.
It's called Rodney's now. Formerly Dangerfields, now Rodney's.
Rodney's. Now we're going to be at Rodney's.
We have a headlining show. I don't know if we've sold a single ticket to it. I don't know why we would.
We haven't? You wouldn't find out?
Last time I asked the guy, there were 0 tickets, but it's been like a week since I asked, so things could have changed.
My friend I'm staying with said she was going to bring a bunch of people.
That's wonderful. I mean, if that's what we end up doing, I'm fine with that.
If it is literally, because it's supposed to be a bringer show, if it literally becomes a bringer show, it's fine.
I don't care.
You know, as long as there's people there for us to do 30 minutes.
If they buy tickets and drinks, the club will not care.
Yeah.
And I've done a show there that was an outside produced show, and we sold like 15 tickets, and it was kind of awesome. So,
oh, hell yeah.
If we do that again, I don't really mind.
Yeah.
If there are people that know us, they kind of have to laugh, so.
And there's a guy that watches the podcast. He said he was going to come, and he said he was going to, I think he said he was going to bring people.
I think I might have made a mistake with the name. I named the show Dagnabbit Boys Live. It's not a live podcast.
It's not.
And everybody is like, I'm excited for the live podcast. I'm like, no, it's us doing stand-up.
Yeah, like, we're live there.
We are the Dagnabbit Boys, and we are live and in person.
We should have called it Shane, Bianchi, and Cooper Lyden doing stand-up. By the way, I'm not flipping on me going first. I believe that's how it should be.
Yeah.
My name should go first.
Sure, I don't care. I'm more of a headliner.
Do you not care?
I'm more of a headliner, so...
Oh, interesting.
I'm more of
everyone's going to leave after I go up.
I'm kind of a closer.
Yeah, that's perfect because, you know, the room will be empty by the time after I go up because, you know, it'll be all the people that came to see me.
I don't care. All we have to do is successfully do the show and post one picture so we can show everybody in LA.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, we headlined in New York. What did you guys do?
We do big things.
Yeah, we headline in a comedy club that shouldn't exist anymore.
That
only exists because it's been around for forever.
We headline at C clubs in New York. They're trying to revamp it, okay? They're trying to revamp it. I've been there. It's nice. It's a nice room.
Okay, hell yeah. You want to go catch a show there tonight?
No.
Let's go catch a show.
No, I'm not going to fucking catch a show.
Are we going to go to Broadway and try to catch a show?
I've never seen a play live.
Me neither.
Actually, I've seen
friend of the pod, Eli Lutsky, live, his play.
I've seen that. I think I saw some sort of Santa Barbara Playhouse version of like Fahrenheit 451, and it was awful, so we left.
Oh, damn. Walking out of a play must feel good.
It actually does feel good.
Like, because you're walking out of a movie, they don't know about it. You walk out of a play,
yeah,
they're on stage, but they got their lines, but they like notice,
and they can't riff on it.
They can't be like, oh, these guys, they can't handle this. Too true for you.
Well, it's funny because I think it was a Fahrenheit 451 play adaptation, and I'd read the book, and as I was watching, I was like, you've done a terrible job. That's why it's nice, because it's like, I cared about this subject matter, and you guys fucked it up because you thought it would be cool.
Good going, asshole.
Good going, dickhead.
You fucking piece of shit.
I came to see a book, and you just wrote another thing that sucks. Why would you change the book? Did
you go home and watch TV?
Probably.
That's awesome. To watch a play and then be like, TV's better.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch
I'd rather
TV.
be nowhere near the people on this.
I don't want to be anywhere near... Well, they were losers. It was community theater.
Yeah, and community is for losers.
Everybody in New York knows that the worst thing in the world is community.
Being around other people.
That's what makes
the
city
tough.
great.
That's why we're tough, because they're around all the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people there are here? 8 million.
Yep.
If I was born here, I'd bring that up all the time. I'd bring up how many people live here.
As a flex?
Yeah. I'd be like, where'd you grow up? Oh, well, I grew up in a place where there's 8 million people. So think about that.
So I've kind of met everybody. I've been around everybody.
I'd always bring up that stat about how Queens, there's an area, Queens, that has the most languages spoken in the world.
Yeah, a lot of the New York comedy I've seen so far is,
bilingual.
It's bilingual, and it's mostly about New York, which is fair because there's a lot happening here. Most of the references are to things that only make sense in New York.
Yeah.
Where, a guy...
It's about, like, being kind but not nice.
A guy was like, I got arrhythmia, which, if you don't know, is like when your heart beats to, like, a Dominican drum beat. And I understood what he was saying, but, like, the crowd really was like, yes, absolutely.
It's exactly like that.
I'd love to see those jokes in, like, Iowa, though.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, what does that mean?
What's a Dominican?
What's a Dominican?
What's a drum beat?
We don't even have drum beats here.
Yeah,
we're
kind of confused. I guess this is like for smart people. I guess a Dominican's like a type of book.
Yeah, it's just funny when you're not from a place, so you can notice, like, from an outside perspective, how much the people in that place only talk about the place.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, man, being at this show, I'm better than being on 8th and 123rd. And everybody's like, I agree.
Shit, what are you, this crowd, what are you from 125th and Lex?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're from? A bunch of junkies.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I get it. What are you, the pizza man off? What are you, shit like that.
We should go up and be like, hey, we're from New York. We love pizza. Make it loud if you love pizza.
Spread the cockroach on the crust, the New York style.
I haven't seen a rat yet.
Yeah, where's all the rats?
Where are those guys chilling?
Where's all the damn... Maybe they go underground when it's cold.
Yeah, it sucks to come here when it's cold.
I love coming to New York and rat pizza. I like being here when it's cold. I've never seen it when it's cold, so...
I've never seen it when it's hot. I want to see it when it's hot.
It's wonderful.
Oh, damn. I had to come when it sucks.
The sun came out yesterday for a little. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean...
Beautiful.
I've been having to wear layers. Don't like it. Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm wearing boots everywhere, and the New Yorkers are not wearing boots right now.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I have Vans. If I step in ice, my whole day is over.
Yeah.
I can't step in anything here with Vans. That's why nobody in New York wears Vans, because it's a thin piece of fabric. They're not shoes. Everybody here loves a thick sole.
Yeah.
Everybody here's got 1.5-inch soles on because they're stepping in shit all the time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much shit on the street, just dog shit.
It's a very dirty city.
Yeah.
And LA's dirty, but...
There's a lot here.
This is dirty in a more acceptable kind of circumstantial. Like, it's snowing and there's a bunch of soot and shit, so you just gotta deal with it.
There's bags of trash. Everything makes sense.
Everything makes sense, I went down to the Bowery and...
Somebody fucking knife fucked you?
Somebody knife fucked me. I was hanging out with the vagrants and, I went over to the Bronx. It was burning.
Which, he in LA, they got the Sunset Strip, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here, the Sunset Strip, that's a gang.
Mm-hmm.
They strip tires.
Yeah,
it's tough.
I have to be careful around this hotel because it's actually a tong area.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught by the tongs.
It's run by the tongs, which
a
lot of people don't realize these New York gangs, they still exist. All these guys from the Warriors and shit, that's still happening.
Oh, I got a suggestion for what we should do on our podcast.
Right now?
Well, not right now, but earlier today. My friend who I'm staying with, her roommate said that we should do a Resident Evil stream. We should stream Resident Evil 4 because she watched somebody play it yesterday and it was fun. So I don't know. Maybe we should do that for the next episode.
So for the next,
she asked us what we do on the pod, and I said I don't know. And then she said you should stream Resident Evil.
So for the next episode, we should change the format entirely. For the next episode, you want to become video streamers.
I mean, that's just a suggestion, and
But you said it was fun.
It is fun.
And what we do sucks.
Yeah, I didn't have the heart to tell her, like, yeah, we do a podcast that sucks. It's actually not good.
It is hard to tell people where it's like, what do you do? It's like, we try and find something funny, and sometimes we don't.
Most of the time, we don't. And then I got to be like, yeah, it's also a different show every week with a different topic every single week.
Yeah.
So we actually don't talk about anything.
I like to think about our podcasts the same way people think about the Grateful Dead, where like the Allman Brothers were talking about how they sort of forced the jam, but the Dead would wait for the music to come. So people would be like, yeah, it took 5 shows, but they got a good one. And that's what we do. The only problem is it's not good when it's a podcast.
Yes.
When it's music, it's like cool and experimental. And when it's a podcast, it's like 3 episodes of guys being like, fuck.
Yeah, we were guys that cuss a lot. Guys that toned up the cussing when we realized we need to stop cussing.
Toned it up a lot. Yeah,
we toned it up so much.
Yeah, we were like, we should cuss less. And then we released an episode that was almost purely cussing. And now I look back at that episode and I'm like, wow, that was a great one.
That was like one of the best ones we've ever done.
How do we get back to that?
Fuck, we need to fucking cuss more. Shit. Has that episode made you cuss more in real life? It's definitely made me cuss way more.
I mean, I've done that bit more.
Yeah.
I've done the bit more often where I say, fuck, you bastard. I've like done...
If I hear somebody cuss now, like if somebody like says the word pussy or something, I'm like, I need to throw some excessive fucks and shit.
You just get excited when you hear cussing. You're like, oh shit, a fellow cusser.
Or fucking shit, I fucking shit.
Yeah, where a guy's like, oh, it's fucking cold, and you go, shit, it's cold as a bastard.
I wonder when I go home and run it, or go to where I'm staying and run into Mo and her roommate, I wonder if I could cuss a whole lot and see if they notice, like see how long it takes them to be like, you're cussing a lot.
If you cuss, if you don't change your voice.
Yeah.
Talk how you usually talk, but any question they ask involve
like, fucking motherfucker.
So who do you do the podcast with? This fucking motherfucker?
He's a fucking punk motherfucker.
He's a punk motherfucker. You just sound like you hate everybody.
I ran into this fucking cocksucker, goddammit. Fucking sucked.
That's such a good...
Yeah, you were fucking right. There's a lot of fucking homeless people at that fucking train. Bunch of cocksuckers, goddammit.
You need
fucking
to do
shit.
You need to do that bit on stage. I ran into this fucking motherfucker. He sucks. And then just stare at the crowd like they should be laughing. Good to be in fucking New York around you motherfuckers.
Fuck, I heard you fucking motherfuckers cuss all the fucking time.
I heard you guys don't give a fuck because it's cold as a bitch and you're all bastards.
I heard in New York they're not nice, but they're bastards.
Yeah, I heard you guys are bastards, but you also give a fuck about another motherfucker.
And you got fucking community and shit, where fucking in other cities they don't have people.
Yeah.
This is the only city that has anybody in it.
Yeah. Every other city's absolutely desolated. Nobody's in the city.
I was talking to somebody about, it's funny about, because she grew up here and she was like, yeah, it's weird. You go to another city and it's just the same. It's just the same as here. And it's funny because that's literally what I thought on the Uber ride.
100%.
It's just like, oh, this is the same.
Capitalism's destroyed America.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. There's people are like, I don't think that's true anymore of like, well, that's actually more true than ever, where they're like, if you can survive in New York, you can survive anywhere. It's like, yeah, because everywhere's become the same.
Yeah.
There's a Burger King downstairs.
It's a Burger King?
Yeah.
We were going to go to get some authentic food, but maybe we should just go to Burger King.
I've been trying to go to like standalone restaurants, walk to them around here, but I've been thinking it'd be so funny if I ate Burger King for 13 days.
Yeah.
Anybody that asked me what I ate, I'm like, there's a Burger King.
It was awesome.
Right across the street.
It's the best Burger King I've ever had.
It was New York Burger King, so it was like, it was kind, but not nice.
I was eating Papa John's all week.
Yeah. I was getting Domino's delivered. I was hanging out with a guy last night, and he was like, yeah, the Uber Eats here is fucking awesome because they're on bikes, so it comes fast as fuck. It was really funny. He's like, I feel bad. Those guys have tough lives and they have to ride bikes and deliver Uber Eats, but like they just zip through the city. That shit is always hot.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, he was giving me a lot of good advice.
What other advice did he tell you?
I was telling him the train I took, and he was like, oh, that's known as the worst train station in the city.
Really?
It's just terrible.
The one right here near here?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, he was like, it's just weird because it's like not necessarily like a bad area, but it's like, it's not a safe area. Well, I've been reading this book on city planning, and she says a lot of stuff about like you can't have long city blocks. You need blocks to be short with a lot of turns and stuff so people go different places and meet each other, and there's a more diversity of use. And then you also need enough different businesses that keep people coming and going at different times to maintain street safety. And this area lacks that in some ways. There's a lot of good stuff in this area, but if it had more diversity and more maneuverability, it would be safer.
I mean, if this part of the city used to be known as like one of the shittiest parts of New York.
Yeah.
In like the 70s and shit.
And that makes sense because now it's just filled with like, I think, not great restaurants.
Yeah.
That's like the best they can do.
Good for them.
It's just some not great restaurants.
Can't wait to get some dumplings or Szechuan, whatever we get.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it will compete with LA Chinese.
San Gabriel Valley?
Well, that's funny. If you want like actually Chinese, you go to the San Gabriel Valley of California.
Yeah. That has the most Chinese people of any area.
The Chinese in New York is considered the best just because it's like not Chinese food.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's just like it's like very Americanized. Like duck sauce is just like syrup. But duck sauce is big out here. We don't have duck sauce in California. But people consider duck sauce like you need duck sauce to eat Chinese food.
Yeah, I never had any duck sauce.
It's very good. It's just syrup, though.
Fuck sauce. I want some fuck sauce. Fucking shit. I gotta get the fuck sauce on the fucking Chinese food.
Give me some sauce that's fucking black and hurts. Made of dirt.
We should start grunting. Just grunting.
Fuck.
I wonder if the walls are thin enough that people can listen to our podcast. Those the lucky people.
But I mean, I don't know. I hear all the doors. The doors are very loud, so
yeah. I guess if you hear the door, but you don't hear people talking or people fucking.
I mean, I don't know. If we did it in the hostel I was staying in, I planned to stay in a hostel for 2 weeks, and they were like, yeah, you know, we really try and keep the snoring down, so like you should be able to get a good night's sleep. The first night, there's just a guy snoring like crazy.
I read the night before I left, I read the website. I read the website, and then I read it aloud to my roommate, John, and he said what I was thinking, which is Cooper's not going to be able to stay there.
He was right. He was completely right. I did one night. I barely slept. Then I was like, I'll try and sleep during the day. And of course, there was two fucking losers talking about French Westerns loud as fuck. Like the minute quiet hours was over, like at 8 a.m., they were having a full volume conversation about French Westerns. And it's like, first off, nobody else is awake. So shut the fuck up. And then they stopped talking, and then two fellas from China started talking at the same volume. And I was like, okay, so it's just one sound at a time. It is going to go all day. And so I decided to spend more money and get a hotel so I wouldn't be showing up sleep deprived and angry to every show and occasion that I'm going to be at on this run.
Also, I can't imagine French Westerns are that good. Because everything they like by Americans, they try to imitate it and then make it French.
Yeah, they didn't even have
French gangster movies, dog shit.
Well,
sucks.
It was like two guys talking about movies that obviously don't know a lot about movies but want to know a lot about movies. Because I don't know a lot about movies, but I could have been in the conversation.
Yeah.
Because they were like, yeah, French Western is like different than an Italian Western. And it's like, yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah, duh.
What are you talking about?
Motherfucker talking about duh.
They were straight up talking about duh for like 30 minutes straight. I was listening to them, and everything they said, I was like, duh. This conversation doesn't need to happen. This is all duh. Nobody's learning
It's
anything.
two people explaining does to each other.
Truly. It was just two people being like, this obvious thing that anybody could say and you don't have enough information to argue with. And the guy was like, duh, duh. Some fat motherfucker was snoring the whole night, and then he wouldn't wake up for his alarm in the morning.
Oh, boy.
That went off like 5 times. I don't know. It just sucks.
Because he died.
Yeah, he was just dead.
Fat people just die a million times in their sleep, so when the alarm goes off, they can't be up for it.
I was pretty much annoyed that a fat man with no friends died alone in a hostel. A guy with nobody else in his life died alone in a hostel. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. That's what I was mad about. I was like, this fucking asshole. It just sucks. You get a group of people together and there's like a few rules of courtesy, and then it just takes like 2 to 5 to just not do those.
Yeah.
And the entire space is ruined.
Yeah.
Because there was pods. It was private, but there was no roof on the pod, I guess, because you wouldn't have airflow.
Yeah.
So it just like sucked. And I was like, yeah, this is...
Just put the roof on there, let me suffocate so I can get some sleep.
Truly, I was like, just let me fucking die in here so I can just finally rest in peace. But then I was
Speaking of rest in peace, shout out Ayatollah, R.I.P.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks because, I don't know, according to the West, he was oppressive to women under Sharia law and also murdered a lot of people, but also he was one of the few leaders in the world trying to fight what seems to be a pedophile cult of Americans, Israelis, and many others. So it's like,
who knows?
It seems to me that these guys who are really like 2,000-year-old oppressive, where they're like, you gotta wear a fucking burqa, are also trying to stop the pedophile cult.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to pick your poison.
Yeah, do you want people to molest kids, or do you want to see women's hair?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, either way, you're a pervert.
Either way. Either way, pretty much. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It sucks that lady can only show her eyes and she can't sing. But if we let her show her eyes and sing, I guess the leaders of the country are going to fuck kids. And I don't know why that's true. The Ayatollah knew why, and we killed him. He was the only guy that knew why.
Yeah, maybe he should have explained it at some point. He probably did.
It's just tough to explain.
He probably made perfect sense about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Send us some Google or send us some YouTube recs of the Ayatollah explaining why women can't show their hair, and also maybe why that involves fucking kids. I don't know.
So Iran is now being run by like a council of 3 guys. It's like the president, like the foreign minister, and another Ayatollah. And I think one of them is like a Kantian philosopher.
Oh,
he did his thesis on the mathematics of Kant's philosophy.
So you guys are going to tell a philosopher he's wrong about saying women shouldn't show their hair?
The guy's thought about it.
A guy that's paid to think.
The guy's freaking thought about it a ton. Yeah, I don't know.
We should have Shar on the podcast because she wants to do it again and just make sure she can't show her hair, which also, now I'm thinking about it, might have been what I suggested the first time.
Yeah, we definitely suggested that the first time. We do have, a lot of people don't really realize because it's just 2 guys talking, that the podcast does operate under Sharia law. It just doesn't come up a lot.
Yeah.
But, we have shown a couple women's hair, and we do apologize for that. I know,
but we operate on the same level as a lot of Islamic countries, where it's like we've accepted women showing their hair. We just don't like it. That's why we've had women on that showed their hair.
The only reason we have women on that show their hair is because we do want to be allies with the West.
And we do think that, you have to love everybody. And in order to love everybody, you also have to love fucking whores that show their hair.
Apparently. But,
just what it is.
We're just trying to stop the Epstein countries from taking over. It sucks.
Are you with us or against us?
It sucks.
Who do you support, Epstein or
how
us?
Evil the West is. I saw this really awesome quote last night from this imam, and he's like, if I'm the imam of Mecca and the West is fighting the devil, I'm on the side of the devil. He was like, I'm with the devil. He's like, if we're the devil, then I fucking love the devil. He's like, because the West is so fucking horrific that if we're the devil, then the devil rocks. He really laid it down.
I said to friend of the podcast, Devontre, recently, just an offhand comment of like, isn't it weird that ugly just means not white enough? And he was like, yeah, it's the West.
Yeah, the West. It just sucks that we can't even realize. Like, we can see it.
Yeah.
It's hard to really realize how awful the West is. I mean, It's so funny because we're like, can you believe that this guy is like a theological dictator and he's like oppressing women? It's like, well, we just blew up all those women. We blew up a school over there.
So yeah, not only did we kill them, imagine how visible their hair was.
We didn't even...
Added insult to injury.
Adding in... I mean, they were just walking
when they
around.
saw the heads, all the guys probably got hard. When they saw those 15-year-old girls' heads.
When the heads and the burqas got blown off.
Yeah, they were probably fucking jacking off and sad at the same time because, you know, they got hard because they were looking at hair, so they were fucking jacking off. They had sexual thoughts. But then those were their daughters, so they're crying.
Yeah, they found a head that had rolled off a young woman's body and said, oh, a fleshlight. Oh, my God. You know, and that's crass, but we're the West.
We're social satirists.
Sorry, we're the West.
Social satirists. You know, we're making a point.
It's actually bigger than us.
Yeah, it's actually a satirical point where we're mocking the horrific. We're not mocking it, but we're like trying to point out how horrific what happened was, and then comment on how the West views their culture.
If you think that this is senseless, so's the violence. The violence is senseless.
It's all senseless, man. You gotta love one another. You even gotta love the women who show their hair.
It's hard, but you have to.
You have to, even if they're in fucking bikinis.
It's so funny
even if they're fucking wearing thongs and shit.
It's so funny that we came to visit ground zero for nuclear war at the beginning of World War III.
Is this ground zero for nuclear war?
Well, if anybody was going to bomb America, it's right where I'm staying.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. I'm in Queens, so I'm safe, but...
Kind of.
I'm kind of safe.
Somewhat. I mean, I'm like dead immediately, and
I die in a couple weeks.
You probably burn in a fire.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
If not, then you have radiation poisoning, and your body just starts eating itself.
Oh, look at me. I'm Cooper. I'm one of the lucky ones.
I think it's cool to be on the forefront, you know? Just being in lower Manhattan at the beginning.
Yeah, you suffer less.
Yeah.
All your suffering is within a second.
Less.
My suffering, that's just going to last a while.
I was going to sleep last night just thinking of a fireball bursting through these windows.
We were talking about moving here to New York, but we may have no choice. We may never be going back. So interesting. That's an interesting thing.
And if we die here, then we do become honorary New Yorkers.
And if you're a New Yorker, you know where to get all the cheap stuff, like all the cheap food. And
you know, it would be cool if a terror attack happened right now because, like, you know, we weren't really around for 9/11, but we would finally be able to.
We'd know what it feels like.
We'd be able to be like, you don't know.
You don't know what it's like. Oh, there was a building and then there wasn't.
You thought 9/11 was bad. Every building fell when I was there.
Oh, you thought... Damn, it is crazy about 9/11 is that the building was only 28 years. So, like, it was only up for 28 years. So it's like, it's not been up for most of New York's history.
Do you think that's why people are sad, not the 2,000 people that died?
I mean, it's probably... They rebuilt the building. They didn't try to bring any of those people back.
No, they didn't even try.
Yeah.
They made no attempt. They just scooped up their brains from the street and moved on. They said, we got to get these brains out of the way. We need to build a taller building.
They buried them. They buried a lot of them. They like so you're just going to bury these people underground, but then you're going to build the building again? The fuck's the matter with you?
The fuck's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
How are you going to save a guy if he's 6 feet deep? You didn't even try. You didn't even try.
You didn't even try to build a Frankenstein 9/11 type, like put all the body parts together. Make a Frankenstein of 9/11.
Yeah, you didn't want to make like an Indian god with like 2,000 arms and legs and heads.
Yeah,
rolled into a ball.
Yeah.
And call it the New Yorker.
Yeah, the ultimate New Yorker.
The ultimate New Yorker. He rolls around the city.
He would know exactly where to find good dumplings.
Mm-hmm. And he could also turn into goo and kind of slide throughout the subway.
Yeah.
So think about that next time you say that the city has pride, because you didn't even try and sew those body parts together to make one humongous ball.
And then
people.
zap them with lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And then learn a lesson about how you shouldn't play God at the very end.
You didn't hold.
After that's all said and through, you guys barely even know what it's like to play God because you didn't do that.
And then you never even tried to put a ball of people on top of the Statue of Liberty and realized that you were mocking Jesus. You never even tried. You just built a building. Nobody cares. Who cares? Get over it.
Yeah. I want to go to, let's go to the Freedom Tower and just be like,
fuck you. I've been to Ground Zero and I cried.
You cried?
I shed a tear.
What did you fucking think about how much of a bitch you are?
Pretty much.
Did you smell yourself so you start crying?
I
You
was
smell like an onion?
I was looking at Ground Zero and then I went, oh, fuck, I smell like shit.
Oh, fuck, I smell like really bad. And oh my God, 3,000 people. Oh, man, they probably smell bad too.
I'm never going to get pussy. Yeah, I was watching Ground Zero thinking about how I'm a nice guy and I'm never going to get a girl because girls date jerks. And everybody was like, oh, are you crying because of like the powerfulness of this site? And I was no.
All those women hadn't been able to, they were still on the cock carousel.
Yeah, all the women that died hadn't hit the wall yet. And all the guys that died
they didn't start dating nice guys because they were still on the cock carousel.
No. I was looking at, because around Ground Zero, it's like these big fountains that go into the ground, and then surrounding it is this border that has the names of every single person who died in 9/11. So I was reading the names and I was like, fuck, all these guys were jerks. They were all jerks, fucking women riding the cock carousel. And then finally,
Al-Qaeda, nice guys.
Yeah, the fucking nice guys of Al-Qaeda said, I've had enough of these jerks. And they finally stood up to it. That's what people don't talk about. It was really just because all these jerks were mogging them. They were finance and face mogging them.
You know what should have happened at 9/11? Sesame Street teaches kids lessons.
Yeah.
They should have killed off Elmo in 9/11, and then that would teach kids about death. And then as a fun little, outside, alternative reality thing, they could have put Elmo's name with the people that died.
So, while you're reading the names, you just see Elmo, and then, he also gets kind of his own picture engraved into
picture,
it.
Yeah, picture, yeah.
And you're like, what is this? And the guy's like, a lesson.
We wanted to teach kids about death and tragedy.
Do you think, the biggest asshole, the biggest cunt in the world, was living in New York, and he was watching the towers fall, and he said to his girlfriend who left him 3 months later, do you think he looked at her and was like, there's probably a lesson here for all of us? And if we slowed down and we listened, this wouldn't happen again.
You know what's really fucked out about 9/11 is thinking about how many guys got really mad and then hit their girlfriends. So that's really what I think is messed up.
Fuck you, bitch! The fucking towers
Slap
just
her with
fell.
a pizza.
Fuck! Why are you hitting me on 9/11? I hate you so much. You're ruining my 9/11 right now. This was supposed to be a good 9/11.
9/11 was supposed to be about me.
We were supposed to cry in each other's arms. Well, I'm not a nice guy. I'm a jerk. You're riding the cock carousel. That's why Al-Qaeda doesn't like us, because they don't have cock carousels.
They can't even see women's hair.
It's all nice guys reading books over there. They read one book. That's how much of a nice guy they are. They don't even have different books. I was getting some food last night, and the guy making my food was listening to recitations of the Quran. Because real devout Muslims, at least, they don't listen to music. They listen to people sing the Quran. And I was thinking, that's so smart for a religion to do. To be like, we want people to read and listen to this book.
It's yours?
Is that full?
It's full of No, mine are in my pocket.
Oh, yeah, no, this is mine. This is trash.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was mine.
It's so smart because they want people to read and listen to this book, so they're like, just make it music.
Yeah.
And Christians don't really do that enough. They do worship music, but nobody's just singing the Bible.
Yeah.
They just straight up sing the Quran, and I'm like, what a good idea.
They should do EDM or rap of the Quran. Do they do that?
No.
They should do that.
How would you do EDM? That's all just instrumental.
Well, you know how they'll say stuff sometimes. Was they'll do EDM and then they'll say a line from the Quran.
Yeah, so
and then then the beat will drop and everybody goes crazy.
Cover your hair. You can't go to school. You're a girl. Kill the non-believers.
If girls can't go to school, then who did they blow up? Think about it.
Shit. Everybody's like, boys. Young boys. Young innocent boys.
It looks like they killed girls, though. They blew up a girls' school.
Oh.
Think about that.
Look at all those girls in the school. Looks like we were wrong about these guys. That'd be crazy. They're piercing through the bodies. They're like, oh, there's a bunch of girls here.
Shit. We blew up a school. I assumed it was going to be all boys.
Were they cool? Shit, these motherfuckers are cool.
Let's turn on the TV. Let's see if anybody's talking about it. Oh, they got The Simpsons here?
Fuck.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm a fucking idiot.
Why did we blow up Simpsons lovers? Oh my God. What if when we invaded Iran, we realized it was just exactly like East LA? Like we're looking through the wreckage and it's all like lowriders.
They're really into the Smiths.
Yeah, there's like the Smiths and Cypress Hill playing from windows. And they're like, holy fuck, all these people are down as hell. We had no idea.
I didn't know we killed 50,000 cool motherfuckers.
Oh fuck, they're cholos.
How many people do they say that the Ayatollah killed?
I don't know. Everybody says tens of thousands.
But is it like supposed to be... the number, I thought it was either 3,000 or 30,000, one of those numbers. And let's be real, that's not that many.
Well, he's been in power.
That's really not that many.
He's been in power for 40 years.
Only killed 30,000? Obama killed more than that in a year.
Obama was killing motherfuckers like crazy. Well, that's the thing. We see other countries where some rulers will like kill and imprison a lot of their own people, and we're like, oh, that's terrible. But then we kill and imprison a bunch of people from other countries, and we're like, yeah, we're like the police. And as we all know, the police only do good. The very weird math we have. And then we also imprison a ton of our own people.
Yeah, well, you just don't really count the deaths that are caused by the country.
No, and we just don't kill as many protesters.
But they totally love to count that when communists. They're like, look at how many people Mao killed. And it's like, yeah, but that wasn't purposeful.
Yeah, if we did the math on how many people have died from U.S. policy, it's like...
So many.
We would beat Mao and everybody. It's just... You know what it is?
It's so funny because it's like we personally know people that have been killed that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know a fellow that's dying because of the system in America right now.
Yeah.
He's just started off with a tough, poor family, and now he's dying from lack of health care and nutritional knowledge.
Yes.
And now he's going to die.
Yeah.
And that's a death.
That's one death for you guys. One death for America.
What America also does that's very smart is we don't let one guy lead the country for a long time. If you let one guy lead the country for a long time and then over time 30,000 people die, you go, that guy killed 30,000 people. But if you have successive presidents who over the course of years kill millions and millions at home and around the world, you go, well, then nobody did it.
Yeah. What's like the Sacklers? Like, the Sacklers didn't even go to jail.
Right.
And the Sacklers are mass murderers.
They're mass murderers. They're like maybe the most demented people ever.
Yeah. They have gotten a Nuremberg.
That would be great. Can we just do that now? If we're going to go to World War, can we like pick up some past pieces we forgot to deal with?
Yeah, let's figure it out, man.
Can we chop
Trump,
their heads off
you're
in front
listening.
of everybody?
Trump, I know you're listening. Put the Sacklers on trial and then have it end with them being hung by their necks.
Trump, let us be your PR team. I'm telling you, right now, you need to kill the pharmaceutical leaders.
Yes.
And you were hating on Fauci, so it's like, kill the pharmaceutical, whatever.
Him. Yeah.
Kill Fauci to get your base hyped up.
We don't like it. We're not like Fauci guys.
I don't love it. I never really got the hype, to be honest. He was just the guy in charge at the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take care of him, it's fine too. But
I don't
just
mind.
Make sure to get rid of the Sacklers and all the people that pushed opioids on the American public. Just get them, break their fucking necks with the rope.
Yeah.
Doy.
If you could break all their limbs on camera and then, like, very slowly slice their necks on CNN, people would be like, okay, maybe we can fight Iran.
Yeah. Just give us a little bit of something before,
People would be like, we're not that evil. I mean, look at what we just did.
Yeah, we flayed their skin in front of their wives and kids, and then while they're dying, we shot their wives and kids in front of them so they would not only feel physical pain, but immense emotional pain.
Yeah. We're not so bad. We murdered the Koch brothers. We stoned them.
Yeah.
We stoned the Koch brothers.
Oh, we think these countries are so barbaric for stoning people. There's a couple people here that should be stoned.
At least somebody's doing something.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're getting stoned for, like, walking down the street sometimes in other countries, but...
They shouldn't be doing that.
Well, yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah. You'll get punched in the face for walking around the street in L.A.
You dumb motherfucker.
So why are you walking down the street?
Look at this motherfucker trying to go get a coffee. Looks like somebody deserves to be punched in the face.
I was trying to explain walking in L.A. to my friend Mo, and it was just basically people hit you because it's like, why are you walking?
Yeah, don't do that, stupid.
Use your car.
Where the fuck are you going? Walking? Where'd you come from? The desert?
Yeah, what the fuck?
The only people walking in LA are threats.
The people that are walking in LA are also only an hour away from their house. They're really not that far.
No.
They're so not far. You'll walk for an hour in LA and just be like, well, I'm still nowhere. I'm a couple hours away from not being where I am supposed to be.
Well, because you're in a pocket, and then you're in a gray zone, and then you're like, okay, I'm actually not anywhere.
Yeah.
In New York, you can be in 5 different places in 20 minutes.
Yeah. You can be everywhere at once.
You could be everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
You can be Asian and white.
You can be Asian white. You can be a white Muslim with Asian tendencies here.
You actually totally can be. You can 100% be a white Muslim you can be a white Muslim, and your favorite food can be dumplings.
Yeah. And you're non-binary.
Is that still, I don't know if that's going on as much.
Here?
I mean, it's going on here for sure, but by and large.
My friend told me one of her old roommates was non-binary and their name was Bowser, and it blew my mind. I've lived in LA for fucking 4 years now. That still blows my mind. To find out you chose Bowser?
Yeah, it's like you don't even want people to give a fuck.
Yeah, motherfucker. What do you? They better looked like the Bowser from the video game. I'll tell you that.
If they looked like Bowser from the video game, I'd be like, you are Bowser. Okay.
Good choice.
Good. This is your truth, actually.
Yeah. So I didn't see any pictures, so maybe they literally look like Bowser from the video game.
You're not male or female. You're Bowser. You're a monster of sorts. You just a straight up monster.
I'm deciding to be non-binary. I'm going to call myself Mario Brothers.
I am the brothers. I'm Luigi and Mario. When I get mad, I'm Waluigi.
Hey, Mario Brothers? It's their name.
If somebody said, call me Bowser, I'd be like, I'm just going to call you a sound. Whenever I see him, I'll just be like, what's up? That's just as valid as Bowser.
Yeah, I would just start, humming the game over music.
The thing about non-binaries picking their own names is that it kind of, because a lot of them didn't pick names, they picked like words, and so it kind of became like choosing your own nickname, where people would come out and be like, yeah, I'm the Flash.
We should have one guy who's in charge of non-binary naming. Like, we should elect him, and he should name non-binary people.
But he is like a cool motherfucker.
He's like really cool. He's like really open-minded, but when you look at him at first, you'd be like, that's just some frat boy. But you get to know him, and he's got like a sensitive side, and he's cool, and he knows all the cool movies, and he's like, I'm describing Mikey McDonald. He's Mikey McDonald. Mikey McDonald, you can, my old roommate, you can name non-binary people from now on.
Well, you do need a guy who's played D1 sports to do the naming.
Yes, but he does need to be sensitive.
Yeah.
He has to have like a side of him that's like, he's like, dude, but like,
So he's like sitting behind a desk that's in a locker room, and you come in and you're like, so I'm trying to be non-binary, I need a new name, and he's like, oh, dude, for sure.
For sure, let me look at you. What about Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan's good.
Dylan's
cool.
Dylan's great. Yeah.
You're like, I was thinking of something crazier. He's like, no.
You don't need that.
You don't need that. Just
it's
be
just
like
gonna call attention to it. You don't want that.
Just be Dylan.
Yeah. You
think about it. Say it out loud. Yeah. See,
say I am Dylan.
Say I'm Dylan.
Perfect. All right. No. I gotta name like 30 more people.
I gotta
today.
name a lot of other people, but Dylan, it was great to meet you. Welcome to the world, Dylan. Next
Sorry,
guy.
there's another show about vampires, so a bunch of people decide they're non-binary, so I gotta tell them not to name themselves after that.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, you can't be Dracula. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, you can't be Zelzabor.
Yeah,
you can be Dylan though.
Ah, fuck! I hate that there's a new vampire show out because everybody wants to name themselves after the characters.
You guys can all be Dylan. If you're non-binary, it's Dylan.
It's Dylan. Depends on, well, I guess on what where you want to leave. You could be like Taylor. Taylor's nice, you know.
You can be Taylor.
Anybody. That could be either gender.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just androgynous names.
Skylar.
Yeah, Skylar's perfect. Dude, when I look at you, I only have like 3 names I can choose, but you are definitely a Hunter.
Dude, Hunter, what's up? My brother's name is Hunter. Maybe he's non-binary.
He's definitely non-binary.
He
did heroin, the most non-binary drug.
It is pretty non-binary.
I mean, meth, that's a guy drug.
And he loves...
That's boy drug.
And he loves the
Ecstasy's a girl drug. Molly's girl drugs. Ketamine's girl drugs.
Heroin's for everybody.
Heroin's for the people.
Moms do heroin. Brothers do heroin.
Everybody's doing it.
Sons do heroin. Dads do it.
The whole family's in on it.
In on it. Yeah, my son introduced us to this miracle drug.
You know who's doing meth? Cousins, brothers, dads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear no moms or sisters doing it.
Cousins love meth.
Cousins, oh my God, do cousins love it.
Cousins always feel like they're like onto something big, and they're just doing meth.
Yeah, cousins are also into stabbing people.
Mm-hmm.
Notice this?
Cousins also go to jail for like a couple days.
Oh my God. Oh boy, yes they do.
Cousins and some brothers will go to jail for like 3 to 4 days. But cousins definitely go to jail for a couple days.
I mean, they're just doing it all the time. Well, cousins definitely, like, they get the 3 strikes and they have to go to jail for a couple years.
Because the thing about cousins is they just keep doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm from the part of the family that's doing the worst. We're not doing bad, but everybody else is doing better than us. Like they all have like richer families and better opportunities, and I guess were like raised in better families. So like all my cousins have like chosen a career path and just keep doing it. And it's going well.
Yeah.
But it sticks to the point that if your cousin's doing badly, they will never get better.
And you're the cousin.
Sometimes, I guess we're the bad cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the heroin cousins.
They're the ones that are like, don't go over to Cooper's place. Don't go over to, because they're broke. You're the broke cousins.
Pretty much. We are pretty much the broke cousins. I mean, like on my dad's side of the family, literally every single other person got in and got a degree from UCLA. And then my dad, my brother, and me all did not. And that's been a big dividing line.
Because you ain't smart enough.
Truly.
You're just not smart or good enough.
None of us work hard enough.
Yeah.
We don't work.
Bunch of losers.
We are the loser cousins. It's really funny.
You suck.
But we're kind of, I think we're the coolest. Everybody else is a bit of a lame.
That's some real shit.
They just like got kids and like own a Tesla. And it's like, what's the point of that?
My ass a nerd. My ass the nerd, dude.
You're the nerd cousin?
I don't work with my hands or do anything. I just do fucking stand-up. I don't work with my hands. I don't get addicted to meth. I don't be doing no cool shit.
Right. But then you're like the smart cousin in your family.
Yeah, I'm kind of the baller.
Kind
of the baller, because it's like, I'm kind of the nerd by the standards of my family, but that still makes me a tough guy by the standard of the nerds, so I'm in like a fucking gray zone, you know?
It's funny because you're joking, but that actually is a big part of your identity. In a good way. You didn't do it on purpose. It's just who you are. It's actually funny because, everybody else in my family is like some kind of like intellectual, and my brother has just chosen a blue-collar life.
He's on some real shit.
Like, literally when he was 12, he was like, I want to work on fishing boats, and he just never changed. Which is good. He's good at it. But
yeah, he probably could have gotten to UCLA if he wanted to.
If he wanted to,
yeah, if he wanted
studied
to,
hard, yeah.
And you wanted to and didn't, so in a way, you're really the dumbest guy in your family.
No, I actually am.
It's literally.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with we got the smartest guy in my family. We got the dumbest motherfucker in his whole family.
Pretty much, yeah. I thought I was smart.
It's horseshoe theory, dude.
And then I fucking and then I got into high school and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get into UCLA. I'm like, that's really hard.
You got into high school and like, I'm a dumbass motherfucker.
I was pretty much like, oh fuck, I'm like a B guy. I get B's.
Yeah.
In school and in life, I'm like never gonna be great at anything. I just get B's.
And that's just keeping it real, and that's why the podcast is good. That's why we're world renowned.
But you can be a B guy and like do stand up though.
Yeah. B guys are the best at stand up.
If you're an A guy in stand up, then you're like trying to be the best at stand up, and then you're like, fucking John Marco, and you're fucking annoying.
Oh, John Marco. I forgot that was part of our plan.
Just to shit on another comic right at the very end of the episode.
Yeah. But nobody's gotten here, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, literally.
Which is crazy because the non-binary guy riff, the guy that chooses the names, and the 9/11 riff was great. So let's just cut those.
That's why we clip it.
Yeah, we clip it. So if you're still watching, you should have watched the clips, dumbass.
You fucking idiot. You watched this whole thing? There's only like 5 good minutes in it. What kind of
it's all on Instagram.
What kind of fucking idiot watches the entire hour? None of it's good.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got to get lunch in the Bowery.
Ugh, we might get killed.
Yeah, we're probably going to get stabbed by the tongs. But thanks for coming. I love New York City.
Stay funny.